You know where that comes from? You know where that comes from? Hey yo, we're at the Heritage Cafe. I just got off work. It's 1996, I think, because you love that old shit. And I'm there, and Lisa's drawing beers out the tap, and I'm sitting there with my empty pint glass. I'm waiting for Lisa. Shut the fuck up, Lisa, who is I forget his name, Dickhead's husband. Dickhead comes to watch her after he gets done with his construction gig or whatever the fuck he's doing, selling copper pipes, whatever the fuck he does. And he comes to keep an eye on her so none of the nice old men hit on her and he can drink for free and be a fucking pig. And I'm sitting there across the bar from him, and Sully's there, and Vince is there, and I'm sitting, and he's like, and Lisa would give me rides to work occasionally, once in a. And so he knew I lived on Van Franken, and he's there, and he's rolling up napkins with a fresh topped off pint. You know, she's taking care of him because he's got to have control of the bar too while she's working. He has to be a prick and make his presence known and interfere with who gets drinks and what order. And so he throws his napkin. It goes about 20 feet, and he perfect bank shots it into my empty pint glass. And I live on Van Franken. He's like, Aaron, that's right, you Aaron VanPelts, right? The ball player, right? VanPelts. Pelts. Lance. Lance was the singer for my band. Actually, Lance Peltz. He was Lance was good. He was good. And if you ever seen the movie Rockstar with or whatever it was called with fucking Marky Mark, there's a roadie in there. Okay, and the roadie, the whole movie is crazy too because I had just gotten done with my Brits shit, and I'm like, and they're talking about bootleg gear, bootleg equipment, and the one guy wears a wig, and it was my joke about he's really bald and he's got no dick and he's got a sock in his pants. But the roadie looked just like fucking Lance. And his famous line at the end of the movie is, I'm gonna go have a piss. Right? And he gets up and I'm like, that's fucking Lance. He's got the same jacket we used to do gigs with. And at the time, I'm Lance Rock. And I'm just watching it. I'm like, wow. Because I didn't see it till years later. So, yeah. It's disturbing. But also, it could be a reference to Piss on Luck by fucking, the No Good Nicks. Calvin and Hobbes with his little t-shirt. What do you think about that? Pissing on a horseshoe. Because Dwayne's a professional he's a fucking gambler as well. Yeah, Murphy's Law, piss on luck. That ain't got nothing to do. You ain't no horse. You ain't no horse racer. You don't race horses, do you? You a gambler too? Well, welcome to the club. Because I'm not. We're the original latchkey gamblers and shit. That's us. That's Dwayne hanging out at OTB with a bright red Budweiser jacket on. King of beers. Come up and tap him on the back. Hey, wow, what are you doing here? Play some bets for my father. How you doing, Dwayne? Good. You come see me at the shop? Yeah. You know, and he used to help me place bets too, because I couldn't understand what my father wanted me to do. He'd write it down. And they're off. School of Rock, Jack Black, all that. Pink Lincolns, you know? And pink ladies and pink lemonade. So the sun go down, country time. Didn't that fuck you up? It fucked me up. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm like, that's Lance. He's going to have a piss. What? You know? I'm stepping out. And remember that hot girl across the street with the I Love Me t-shirt? That ultra hot fucking thing with the ultimate ass and the big titties and no bra? She's wearing a t-shirt that says I love men. Men love you. That's right. And everybody with that. Nah, the TV show was hilarious as fuck. That's a Bates. It's a I Love Mother T-shirt. You probably know that by now. It's a I Love Mother Bates Hotel with a broken heart, and it's painted back in. Yep. And then you shut the fuck up. Then you got Chucky, who's like Cowie, and I love Grandma. That's what I used to say to Geisha. Oh, your grandma's here, because that's what Renee used to do. She loved that shit. Go to Grandma. Go to Grandma. And when he got older, that's what I used to do to him to keep him alert. You know, she'd come in the door and I'd be like, Geisha, look, Grandma's here. And he'd look up. Yep. But this shit hasn't been right since I was in fucking 10th grade, dude. None of this shit is right. That's when it all went crazy before the internet. It happened when I started getting radio play. It happened when I started. It happened in around 1990. I was just a young fucking boy. I went to ordinary schools. I grew up in the projects. Everywhere I lived either next to the projects, shut the fuck up, or I lived in the fucking projects when I was older. Pretty much, yes. But one year my parents went to Florida. You know, after 25 fucking years, that was their vacation, and they went and did that. And I got a T-shirt. But that's what that means. Chucky was wearing the T-shirt. I love Grandma. Yeah, and that's what Geisha used to do. He used to ride my ass on the bed and burrow his back into me. I'm gonna complain to my mother about it. I don't know why anybody else knows about that. You got your stalkers in place and shit. I forgot about that girl. That girl's so fucking hot. The ass and shit. But they just want you to blow your fucking brains out. Really, it's ultimate schizophrenia that they give you, and they already thought I was a schizo. But I'm just exhausted of it. What you trying to make? I told you before, Jack the fucking Ripper. I got to break out of society and gorilla take a bitch. It's impossible. They want to cripple you. But that's what me and Vince used to drink. Was when we ran out of money in the kitty, we used to call it. We would drink Old Crow. Yep, yep. I remember that. We both thought it was odd. We both looked at each other. It was either Old Crow or Old Granddad. Those were the. That's the whiskey. That's when you get down to the yeah. Old Crow, Old Granddad. Yep. There's some 1996 shit there still. The shit was already in full swing during 1996.